Hey, what's going on, guys? So on my Facebook page, I asked you guys to ask me any questions you may have. If you don't follow my page, it is facebook.com/SamTaborSkating. You can follow me on there and ask me questions for later Q&A videos. So I'm gonna jump right into this and start answering your questions. And bear with me because I'm stuffy. I'm sick. Alright, so first question is Michael Williams, whom I know at EKU, and he says, how did you meet your girlfriend? I met my girlfriend technically in middle school. But sophomore year of high school is actually when I started liking her and talking to her because I thought she was super cute. And basically I just became friends with her friends and slowly started talking to her kind of. And we were actually like best friends for a few years before I asked her out, so that's how I met her. I defeated the friend zone. I will say that. I defeated the friend zone. So all you little girls and boys complaining about the friend zone, you can defeat it because I did. Trenton Weber asks, will you read my question? Yes. Dylan Graham asks, do most of your subscribers know you have a channel for your own music? I have no idea. I don't know if they know that, but I started a music channel way before I made a skating channel, and there's a few songs on there, so yes, you can look it up. There's just a couple lovey-dovey songs that I wrote forever ago, and they're on there. But I will be doing more music stuff in the future on this channel for you guys to hear, and it'll be more rocky, I believe, so look out for that. Eddie Riddle, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks, if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Crab legs. All day, every second of my life, I would eat crab legs. Julian Bright asks, do you, not him, do you have a revive part? Yes, I do have a revive part in the new video. It is coming out February 14th. It's called Live, Skate, Die. Look out for it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for it. Tyler Greer asks, what was your first injury and how did it happen? I've had like little rolled ankles and stuff, but my first real injury was me fracturing my collarbone. And you can actually look that up on my channel, just skater hits pebble and fractures collarbone, something like that. But it happened from me hitting the pebble. And I was filming Alex Buning doing a Weird Line Wednesday, and I flew. I hit the pebble and it stopped, and I ran like this like an idiot. And I flew and busted my collarbone and fractured it. So that's how it happened. It sucked, and pebbles are awful. I hate pebbles. Michael Kubikek, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asks, what was your first flip trick? What's the hardest trick you can do? My first flip trick, actually, I guess I shove it, but the board doesn't really flip, technically. It was actually a varial kickflip. I learned varial kickflips before I learned kickflips, which is pretty weird according to a lot of people. The hardest trick I can do, I'm not really sure. I recently just learned kickflip manuals, and I haven't filmed one yet, but the first one I landed didn't take that long, but the second one I landed took over an hour, so I don't really know if that's the hardest. It's probably the most frustrating though, kickflip manual right now, probably. Steven Matura asks, when did you decide to start skateboarding? I started skateboarding pretty much when my brother started skateboarding. He's 6 years older than me, and so I guess when he was 12 or 13, I was 6 years old, and I wanted to be just like him, and I was following him in his footsteps basically, and I would skateboard. But he doesn't skateboard anymore, and he quit after a few years. But that's when I started skateboarding, is when my brother started skateboarding, and it was really fun. Perry Lee Holmes asks, how do you always stay so positive on your skateboard and with life in general? That's kind of hard for me to answer. I think naturally I'm just a pretty positive person. I try not to look at the bad side of things. I try to look at the good side of things, and if you can do that in life, then you can do that on your skateboard. It's just the same exact thing. But like everyone, I do get frustrated on a skateboard when I can't land a trick sometimes. But for the most part, I try to stay positive just because I think I've always been kind of a positive person. That didn't really answer your question, I'm sorry, but I stay positive because I think I just try my best to be positive. Damian Johnson asks, how long did you take to land a 3-flip? 3-flips took me forever to get down fairly consistently. That was one of those tricks where I landed one and then I thought I could do it over and over again, but it took me a good 2 weeks to land another one. They took forever, so I'm not really sure how long it took exactly, but probably a good couple months before I could get them down consistently. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm very sorry, I'm going to butcher it. Malachi Leto asks, what advice do you have to other people looking to have a successful YouTube channel like you? I wouldn't say that I have a really successful YouTube channel to begin with, but to get a little bit of subscribers, I would say first and foremost, put out entertaining content. Secondly, have a schedule of when you're uploading your videos. Don't just randomly throw it in there whenever you want, every 2 weeks or something. Try to be consistent. with your uploads. And don't spam other channels in the comment section asking them to go look at your videos, because honestly that kind of gets annoying, because I see like a lot of comments like that every day. So it's better to just put out entertaining content, and then someone will stumble across it and see it, and good things will happen. My girlfriend asks, what is your favorite joke? Why couldn't the male ghost get his wife pregnant? Because he had a hollow weenie. Seth Walker asks, what was the first skate video you watched that made you want to skate? The very, very first skate video I ever watched was Minik Madi by S. And it was amazing, and it still is amazing, and if you guys haven't seen it, you definitely should. My favorite part is Ardo Sorry. I think it's the first part. Maybe wrong. Ardo Sorry, though, is the best thing in the world, and the music that went with it was also the best thing in the world. Justice Lee Pierre asks, explain how your life has escalated over the last year. Pretty much exactly a year ago, I just started skating with people on Revive, I think, and it was called Revenge at the time. But yeah, that's when I first met Andy, and he invited me out to Ollie's, and I started skating with them. And ever since then, you know, like, I mean, I got a lot of subscribers, and I got on the team, and those are just two things that have definitely made an impact on my life. It's making me pursue something that I want to do, which is make videos for a living, if possible. George Johnson asks, what type of skating do you like to watch? Example, Barracks, Thrasher, or YouTube skaters, not channel skaters. I like to watch really all types of skating. I like watching just random YouTube skaters because they're kind of around my skill level and I can like relate to them. But then when I see like crazy things in the Barracks, it blows my mind. And Thrasher, I love firing lines from Thrasher. It's the coolest thing ever. But yeah, I like all types of skating. Dryden Spence asks, what is your favorite / cleanest trick? I don't really know if I have a favorite trick. Recently it's been like a varial heel flip, because I've started doing them more often, and they feel amazing when you land them. I don't know what it is about them, but for me, like heel flip tricks, I can pop a lot higher than kick flip tricks. I don't know why, but it feels awesome when I land a good varial heel flip. And my cleanest trick is probably a crooked grind, because that's all I worked on for months, is a crooked grind. So that's probably my cleanest trick. Alright, last question. Michael LaVenture asks, what video games are you looking forward to this year? I'm not really sure if these are out this year, so I'm sorry if they aren't. But Kingdom Hearts 3, I think that's coming out this year, maybe next year. I don't know. One of the two, I think. Ha! And also, I don't know if this is coming out this year. I think it's next year. But Halo 5, when my buddy Eric Kinslow moves into this apartment, I know he will get Halo 5, and we are going to play that 24/7. Alrighty, so that wraps up this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and once again, if you aren't following my Facebook page, it's facebook.com/SamTaborSkating. I'll put the link in the description. And for future Q&A videos, I might be using Facebook, so be sure you follow that, and I also post most of my videos on there, if not all of them. So, you guys have a good one, and that's all I got to say.